Alright, so if you don't know, NETMARBLE finally fixed the mistake and now is allowing us to pretty much use Green Freya back as a season buff character. As you can see, we have both Green Freya and Demon King who can now be used for the season buff rule, which is pretty much giving you 20% of all stats when you use these characters. A lot of people had a lot of complaints about this because they literally just removed her out of nowhere when they could easily just allowed her to just be used, just because a lot of people did summon for her because they thought that she'll be a great character for Hero Arena. Just to see her pretty much gone, which is just like, it had so many complaints for so many players. So I'm glad to see NETMARBLE took that back super fast, and now we are able to use both of these characters in Hero Arena, which is going to allow us to pretty much cheese through 2 towers pretty much. Because if you don't know what the Green Freya team, unknown team, it absolutely blasts. Demon King is going to be absolutely blasting towers. So hopefully this all works out. Alright, so here we are, pretty much showcasing the Demon King team versus the tower. Now, this is going to be the first tower you're going to be facing using the Demon King. Now, again, you don't want to use Assault Mode Meliodas. You want to use Demon Form Cusack. You see the character who's like blasting with AoE and stuff like that, with the wings. That's the character you really want to use. Alright, this is technically like the broke guy method, which is just using Assault Mode Meliodas to clear the tower. Again, it's not the best option. Again, Demon Form Cusack would be the most safe option because he does lower the enemy's crit chance and crit damage, which will be very helpful when you're facing off against like teams like the Ragnarok team or you know, this demon team, stuff like that. It's very safe and it will give you a lot more options to pretty much give you a chance to heal, because that's pretty much what you want to do with these Go Second types of teams. You want to try to have as much HP as possible for each run. So sometimes you need to like reset by like just clicking off and like kind of just like measure the amount of cards or what you want to do, like who you want to heal up and stuff like that, and kind of like save the cards a little bit. Like you see, I'm just literally just trying to make sure my whole team is at full HP. The demon team is going to be pretty easy. Now again, if you don't know the artifact card sets that I use, it's a demon one. Like, I think there's only literally like 1 demon card set. But again, yeah, guys, this is the broke boy demon team. Like, this team would be so helpful against the catastrophes. This one, because again, they do crit a lot. So lowering that crit chance and crit damage would be very safe for you. I'm using like crit defense on Assault Mode Meliodas. If you don't know, I think he's using like HP crit defense. Just because I was trying to make sure that Freya goes straight for Assault Mode Meliodas, which is good for me because we do have all that defense down, debuffs stacking so much. And with Chandler, you can pretty much just one-shot characters with the stance up and stuff like that. So you can just go for wherever you want to. I think I just kept single targeting characters and stuff like that. You don't want to AoE when you see Deanne's gone, and that's because Demon King literally just one-shots people. Look at that, 1 million, okay? You really want to be careful on how you attack because Demon King literally can just one-shot if he uses AoE and you don't see Deanne because there's no more damage cap after that. So that's why you see I did not AoE at all. Again, I'm trying to attack a little bit, like get some more HP back. And as you can see, I'm just making sure every single run I'm trying to get as much HP as possible. Again, if you're using Demon Form Cusack, it's going to be the way better method because you're lowering the enemy's crit chance and crit damage. Because on this tower, they do a lot of crits, either being from Escanor and Rimuru because the Ludociel. So again, be careful with that. Also with the Assault Mode Meliodas, you can kind of like 3-turn teams. You can not 3-turn, but like, you know, 3-team teams. Like, watch this. You're gonna see how much damage my AoEs just do right here. Like, it's actually insane. Just because all the defense down debuffs, and boom, Ludociel is gone. Like, I was literally surprised by how much damage I was doing, because I'm like thinking to myself, like, wait, this is way too much damage. Again, you want to like try your best to like stall out the damage, because you don't want to do too much damage on the team. This one I a little bit misplayed. I should have just kept Nafumi alive so I can stall a little bit longer. But I end up just keeping Escanor alive. I don't know why I even did that. You really just want to get rid of Escanor and Rimuru and stuff like that. and then leave the Nafumi alive a little bit, just so you can heal up from like pretty much just being here. Because Nafumi ain't gonna do too much damage to you unless he has the shield up. So as long as he doesn't have a shield up, he's not doing too much damage. So you can see my Chandler is super low, which is not very good for the Mayo team, because the Mayo team, they can't be lowered. But your whole objective with the Mayo team is that you want to get rid of Margaret. For the most part, if you see Tarmio's stance, you really want to just click off. Just because you want to make sure you do as much damage to Margaret. So you can see I'm resetting. I reset by clicking off, and they come back into the app. So he does a different move. That is one way that you want to deal with the your arena, because now they allow you to kind of reset like what you see with Demonic Beast, and then you just want to go for Margaret right here, just so they can't cleanse and they don't get the base stat stacks anymore. And by this turn, Demon King should be able to rank up his entire hand, which you just can go for whoever. You see Tarmio has a stance, so he's gonna take a lot of damage from the stance. I didn't really click anybody. I was just like spamming just to see how it goes. And luckily enough, it does go for Tarmio. And this time I'm trying to make sure I get like enough HP on S Rosa, because she keeps targeting S Rosa. So I'm gonna just encroach the Liz and then attack with S Rosa at the end, just so I get a lot of life still back. And now we're gonna be trying to three team the human team? Yeah, the catastrophe team. Now again, Demon King does give you like 20% all stats. So Assault Mode Meliodas is just like super good for this, because you get like the defense downs on him. And he starts off with so much stats because of the Holy Relic that he is super tanky. I just used like look at that, like freaking Demon King not even taking no crits. Nah, he took a crit from that. But and I'm using attack crit set, by the way, on my Demon King. So it's not even nothing like I'm not using no freaking crit defense. I mean, if you want to, you could. Like, he does a lot of damage regardless. But I'm literally just using like basic sets for my characters at this moment. The only one who has like a different set is gonna be Assault Mode Meliodas, because I was scared of Freya. And it's gonna be pretty much GG. And it's gonna be the first tower again on Demon King, just pretty much clearing. I gotta fast forward because I already know you guys don't want to see like the whole full development and stuff like that. You wanted to see it as quickly as possible. Now we with Freya. Again, you already know how the Freya team works with the unknown team, and it's absolutely demolished everything in sight. You can just use like pretty much anything you want to, being HP / defense on Nanashi, attack crit on Freya, or attack defense, attack crit on Freya, and then attack crit on Tier, because they have so much base stats already from their passives and stuff like that stacking, that you can just use like a regular set. Same with the Demon team, technically. Like, the Demon team just has like pretty much damage reduction, but the unknown team definitely does like straight up basic damage by a lot. I don't know how my Freya didn't nuke right there, but I was literally like, because usually with that Freya card, she usually just nukes. I don't know, with my Tier weak point, it didn't like, maybe it didn't crit my Tier weak point cards. I don't know, because usually that just finish her off from all my other runs I've done. So I end up just having to get the debuff on me, which is not the worst thing, because I didn't get no crazy debuff or anything like that, like a triple stun or anything like that. All I had was like the freaking corrosion on Freya, which we can just heal right back by just spamming attack cards and stalling. Because again, guys, you want to make sure you get as much HP as possible on your characters, because you're going second, so anything can happen. All right, I'm not even Constellation 6, by the way. If anybody asks, I'm like 12.5 Constellation 5 still. I think I got one more orb left, and I'll be Constellation 6. So that I'm really excited for that, because then that's a lot more CC and more HP for more Hero Arena clears. I'm probably gonna be 13 mil soon too as well. But again, you want to make sure you try to get as much HP as possible on your team. I'm just showing you guys that now you can just instantly clear like 2 towers if you did pull for Freya and you are pulling for Demon King. Like, let's be honest, you all are trying to pull for Demon King, especially because how many sets they're giving you. For this one, I was kind of like worried. You probably saw it reset a little bit, but I was kind of worried that Tarmiel stance was gonna be annoying. But then I realized, like, with Tyr, he just blasts Tarmiel away. Like, literally the only threat of the team is like trying to get rid of Margaret. But once you get rid of Margaret, it's just GG regardless, just because you already do so much damage. I was actually literally misplaying a lot because I was like misjudging my damage on Mael, and Mael just kept like tanking all my hits. Like, I was thinking like, yo, Freya about to just one shot and stuff like that, and I could forget, oh, they can't be lured and stuff like that. I would just like keep hoping that freaking Mael doesn't like just keep double attacking. Don't be like me, okay? Just go for the guaranteed kill, which is like 2 hits or something like that. I was over here just like playing around. Look at that, I'm just playing around. Like, I had to reset and everything because of me just playing. That's how easy the team is. Like, I'm just over here just trolling. I'm trolling the goddamn hero arena. The arena who, like, a lot of people thought was like the most hardest difficulty in a game possible. You know, harder than the demonic beast. And I'm just over here trolling on the hardest difficulty, 340k, going second. That just tells you a lot. I'm just over here just no care in the world. Now, this is the Demon Team. The Demon Team is super easy to beat. Just because, like, Assault Melius doesn't really attack at all. So you just have Tyr just blast Assault Melius. Like, literally, Assault Melius is just the best character to go for on this one, just because he does the most damage and stuff like that. So you just have Tyr and Freya and Freyja just finish them off. And then pretty much this is going to be the time where you can just heal up your characters by full. Like, somehow, some way, like, your characters aren't at full HP at this point, then this is going to be the perfect opportunity for you to heal up your characters. But look at the team. It's freaking Zeldris, Malaska, and goddamn Chandler. Like, are we trolling or something? Like, just look at that damage. Oh my god. And again, this is gonna be the perfect time for you to heal up. That's why you want to try to like heal up with your character's full HP. So I'm gonna probably use my Nanashi card, then my Freya card. Yo, like, I can't believe that the NETMARBLE like literally just let, yo, let's give them the buffs. This is actually like so fire, bro. Like, thank you, NETMARBLE, man. Like, tower is super easy now. 2 freaking characters who can buff. 2 buffs. It's crazy. And it's 20% all stats. So you want to do this play where you just have Tyr gets rid of Brunhild, and then boom, you and then again you just want to try to heal up as much as possible. Now this is one that gets a little bit tricky for most players because Diane does get like Red Tarmiel Link, so you have to use a character who has a double damage hit, being Freya or Freyja. And also, guys, Red Freya does not work, okay? I always get comments where people be like, yo, can I use Red Freya instead? No, okay? The team has to use Green Freya. She has the season buff. Only Green Freya has the season buff. I swear, and it's like the 4th one, so the next one's gonna be unknown. Like, I swear, everybody just be like in the comments, yo, can I use Red Freya instead? I'm like, does she has the season buff thing? No. Maybe the next character that's gonna come out, you can then use that character instead. But for now, this is the team. A lot of people are speculating it's gonna be like a part 2 is gonna be a Demon Kusak, like the old one. Like, they be like, yo, like, does Red Freya work? I'll be looking at the comments like, huh? I'm like, they literally show you like when you pop up like the 2 characters who have the buffs. All right, now this is the unknown team. This is super easy. Like, Tyr just blasts through everybody, but you usually just want to go for Nanashi first, stuff like that, and then do whatever at this point. Because again, you already have like so much HP on your characters, I mean, if somehow Nanashi dies, it's still okay because Tier just is really, really good. Like, look at that. Tier blasting. Yeah, Tier is definitely not fest level. And that's pretty much it with instantly clearing the 2 towers with the 2 season buff characters. I will tell you guys again the 3rd tower team in case you forgot. Because I already know people are going to question like, yo, what do I use for the 3rd tower then? But yeah, that's pretty much it. And for the final tower, you already know, this is the team that people use. I do have a video already on the channel, which you can see with pretty much all the gear and pretty much all the artifact cards you're going to need to pretty much use to beat the 3rd tower. I'm not going to do that right now, as it's going to take it is a little bit RNG using this type of team, but it does work pretty well. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video with me showcasing Demon King in FREYJA now being able to be used for the season buff. And I think for the next week it's probably gonna be another character, so maybe that next character will be the next season buff character, so you don't even have to use this type of team. You can just wait for that. You don't want to struggle too much with the RNG-ness of this team. But hope you guys enjoy this. Marilli, guys, I'm out. Peace.